Hello everyone, I am your science teacher Safia. Here, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is staying at home and staying safe. And in this lockdown, as you people are missing your classes and as well as you are feeling bored, we have started this online classes. And I hope everyone is following the classes. You are getting the videos day alternate day. Follow those, listen to the classes perfectly, and you'll be having the examination after every chapter. So I'll be saying which chapter you'll be having examination obviously here. So today's topic I'm going to discuss is about heat measurement. Before starting this lesson, let us discuss something about heat. So in summer season, what kind of clothes would you prefer to wear? You wear cotton clothes which are light in weight. Why would you like to wear cotton clothes? Obviously because you feel comfortable. In the same way, in winter season, what kind of clothes you'll wear? Usually you'll wear woolen clothes. Woolen clothes will keep our body warm in the winter season. So here, do you think it is necessary to have a particular type of cloth in particular season? Yes, it is necessary. That is because it depends on our conditions present around us. So based on the condition, we choose a variety or a type of cloth for particular season. Here, how in summer season, usually, even if you are in the sunlight, you will feel hot. Even though if you are in the home, you will feel hot. But the difference is what here? The hotness in our home will be less comparing to the hotness present in our outside of our home. In the same way, we see different things are present around us. Some are hot and some are cold. How can you decide whether an object is hot or cold? So to know that, let us do a simple experiment. So take three beakers or the glasses filled with water. But the water which we are filling is of different hotness. I have taken 3 beakers. In the first beaker I am going to take hot water. That means it has been boiled and it is very hot water. And then I am going to take lukewarm water. Lukewarm water means usually which you will be having in your home room temperature water, normal water. Neither too hot, neither too cool. Then I am going to take chilled water, that is cold water. Take 3 beakers, fill the beakers with the different water which is of having different temperature. Hot water, lukewarm water and the cold water. Now what you must do, you have to immerse your fingers in these beakers. How you will immerse? Use both your hands, both the index fingers. Put your left hand finger in the hot water and your right hand finger in the cold water. Immerse your fingers in the hot water, in the cold water in this way. Put it for 1 or 2 minutes. Now remove your fingers from the beakers. Okay, how do you feel? The finger kept in this water will be felt hot. The finger kept in this water will feel cool. Now here one more beaker what we have here beaker containing lukewarm water. Put both the fingers into this water. Immerse both of your fingers into the beaker containing lukewarm water. Now you say me, how do you feel? Even though you have immersed both the fingers in the same kind of water, one of the finger you will be feeling hot and for other finger you will be feeling cool. The left hand finger you kept in the hot water, so you feel hot. And as if you have listened, I have used a word temperature. So what is temperature? Temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Hotness or coldness of an object. The term temperature will be used to say whether an object is hot or whether an object is cold. Now let me take 2 examples, like I have taken hot coffee and ice cream. So here the temperature of coffee is high. Okay, it is high. The temperature of coffee is high. The temperature of ice cream is low. So to say whether it is hot, okay, hot coffee is hot and ice cream will be cold. So to say whether an object is hot or cold, we are using a same term, that is what? Temperature. So temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Temperature is a word used to measure the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. If example, so here heat is a form of energy, as I said here. Now let us take a simple example. As a simple example is here, you will see your mama will be preparing food. Let us take a bowl which has some vegetables or the rice. She kept it on the stove. After some time, that is after 10 minutes, say after 10 minutes, you will observe that the lid of it has fallen down. How that lid has been fallen down? That let us take I will show you by drawing it. For example, here I have a beaker or a container which is filled with the water or a grains. Here we have water and as well as the grains. So after some time, as the heat is getting transferred here, the heat is going to this bowl and the water present here, the level of water increases. And as the level of water increases, here water vapor is also present. Water vapor wants to come out of the vessel. So to come out of the vessel, what it have to do? It has to lift the lid. So what happens when the temperature increases here? The water vapor will acquire some energy. The water vapor will acquire energy, and as a result it will lift up the lid, and lid will be falling down and water vapor will be escaping from the container. That means the heat is a form of energy. Energy is what it helps in lifting the object. Energy is helped in lifting the object. So as the water vapor is able to lift the lid, that means here the water has this, there is some energy. What kind of energy is present here? That is heat energy. From where this heat energy is acquired? That is from the fire which is present for the stove. As the stove is getting, as the stove is hot, here the heat energy is transferred to the water, and from here it is changing into the water is changing into vapor, and that lid is falling down. This is how heat is a form of energy. Not only that, like in winter season, to make our body warm, what do? We burn some leaves, dry leaves and all, and we'll be sitting near the fire. So when you are sitting near the fire, you'll feel hot, right? So before sitting near the fire, will you be hot? No, you'll be feeling cool. You'll be feeling cool. But as you are sitting near the fire, you'll feel hot. That is because the energy, that means the energy which is present in the fire is getting transferred to your body, and you are feeling word energy. Energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. It can be only transferred from one form to the another form, or I can say it will be transferring from the high temperature bodies to the low temperature bodies. I'm repeating. Here I have a cup of tea, right? So the temperature of this cup of tea is high than the temperature of this spoon. So what happened here? High temperature, low temperature. So heat is getting transferred from high temperature body to the low temperature body. And here it is not created, not destroyed. It is getting transferred here. Okay, this is how energy. One example I have given, high temperature body to low temperature body. Energy is getting transferred from high temperature body to low temperature body. In the same way, how energy can be transferred from, converted from one form to the another form. Let us find out. For this, you have to do a simple activity. Students, take your two hands. Use your palms for this activity. Okay, rub your palms against each other. Like you'll rub in the winter season, in the same way, rub your palms against each other. Rub it little gently, then little hard. Okay. Have you rubbed it like this? You rub it. Yeah, what do you feel? How are you feeling now? Is it normal? No. You have seen that here our palms has become warm or hot. That is because conversion of energy has been taken place. When you are applying when you are applying some force, here mechanical energy is converting into heat energy. In the same way here, I'll say you one more example, that in winter season, how you'll be taking bath? With the cold water? No. If you take bath with the cold water in the winter season, what will happen? You'll shiver, right? So you won't prefer cold water in the winter season. You'll be going for the hot water. How you'll get hot water? It can be by any means. Like it can be by using heater, water heater. It can be by using geyser. It can be on the stove. You're getting water from the stove, okay, hot water. So here in every case you can, in this cases you can find that transfer of conversion of energy has been taking place. Here different types of energies are converting into heat energy. Let us take heater, electric heater. So what is how electric heater will be used? Take a bucket of water, immerse this heater and plug it in the socket, switch on, then you will see that after some time water will become hot. That means electrical energy has been converted into heat energy. In the same way in geyser also, electrical energy is converted into heat energy. But in the case of stove, gas stove, in case of gas stove, here you will observe that heat energy is produced, but here chemical energy is converted into heat energy. Okay, in this way you can observe that different forms of energy can be converted into heat energy. Mechanical energy, I gave you example. Mechanical, when you are rubbing your hands, mechanical energy is converting into heat energy. In the same way, electrical energy is converting into heat energy. Vice versa. Again, heat energy can be, as we have seen here, different forms of energy can be converted into heat energy. In the same way, heat energy can be converted into different forms of energy. Let us take simple example, that is of bulb. You have seen the bulb. What is a part of the bulb which gives out light? That is filament. Have you ever observed a filament? Here when you switch on the light, you can see usually in the electric bulb which gives out orange or yellow color light, then you can see the filament will become hot. First of all, filament will become red hot, and as it becomes hot, it will give out light energy. Not only that, even in the thermal power stations. Thermal power stations means the power station where electricity can be generated. Here, as I said, thermal power station means here by using the hotness, the power can be generated. Thermal power station by using coal. People will use coal to generate electricity. Here again heat energy is converted into electrical energy. In this way you can see conversion of energies. As I said, energy cannot be created nor be destroyed. It can be transferred from objects containing high temperature to low temperature, and it can be converted from one form to another form. Now, as we discussed about here is about heat energy. Here, the transfer of heat energy takes place when there is a difference in the temperature of two objects. If there is no difference, the transfer of energy will not take place. As let us take example here is of this container itself, the coffee and the spoon itself. You see that coffee cup or the coffee has certain energy, right? That is more hot. The coffee cup, the coffee present in the cup is more hot than the spoon. So what happened here? Both of them have different temperatures. This is more hot than the spoon. So as one object is more hot than the other object, that means the temperatures are different. As the temperatures are different, energy is getting transferred here. So this was about the heat energy. Now as I said, now let us recall, as I said here, to measure the hotness or coldness of an object. That means to measure the hotness or coldness of an object, we need to use the instrument. Now I will show you some instrument used to measure the hotness or coldness of an object. So the instrument which I am going to use here is thermometer. You know what is thermometer? Thermometer is a device used for measuring the hotness or coldness of an object. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature of an object. So let us find, as I said here, heat and temperature. These two words look similar, look same, but they are completely different. Heat is a form of energy, where temperature is a unit to measure the heat. Temperature is a unit to measure the heat, and heat is a form of energy. So here the temperature is used to say whether an object can absorb the energy or it can give the energy. So temperature is degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Let us find out about thermometer. The first I said here to measure the heat energy we use thermometers. So now I am going to use a clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is used for measuring the human body temperature. We use clinical thermometer to measure our body temperature. We cannot measure the temperature of any other object like water, hot water, cold water or any other objects. So first, who invented this clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer was invented by the scientist Galileo in the year 1593 AD. The scientist Galileo had invented the first thermometer in the year 1593 AD. Now I am going to show you the clinical thermometer. First, let us have a clinical thermometer here. You can see a clinical thermometer.